Hello, love. In case you didn't know, speaking is obviously something that I do. It's part of my work. But before this, it has been and continues to be one of the biggest pieces of my healing curriculum, of my freedom, of my expression, of me feeling fully like myself. Not only speaking as in speaking up, taking up space, speaking my needs, speaking my wants, my desires, my no's, my angers, not only the literal practice of using my voice, speaking up, hearing the sound of my voice, but also knowing that my voice needs to be heard, that there's a space here that is just for my voice, for my expression, for my words, for my sound, for my revelation, if you will. But before all of this, the literal practice of speaking, of using my voice, has been an incredible and tremendous part of my own coming to myself as a human. I used to actually have, my tongue was tied. I used to have a lisp. I used to stutter. And when I had to, there was a lot of emotions, let's say I was having a little argument with my dad and I'm like 12 years old, I couldn't look at him in the eye and I would have to, let's say, look at the ceiling and then say what I had to say. And then when I was 16, I moved to the USA, speaking very little English. So there goes again, one more thing connected to the literal practice of using my voice to communicate, to talk, to speak. So when I tell you that speaking is literally an incredible piece of my healing, of my transformation, this is what I mean. And then when I unravel the speaking itself, I see that it actually means so much more for me. And I have found that it means so much more for all of us women. Because speaking is just one example of us taking up space in our lives, of us giving voice, not only voice, sound, expression to all of our feelings, but also giving voice to all of our parts, to our younger parts, to our inner child/children that we have inside. It is so much of this work of really being heard and seen and met and fully expressed, of being able to take up space fully in our lives and really inhabit the bigness that we each are in our own individual and unique ways. So speaking itself is just, let's say, a small doorway into this practice of really exposing ourselves. And what I mean exposing is truly exposing more of ourselves to ourselves, first of all, then to our community, and then to the world. What that means is meeting more parts of ourselves that reminds us of our wholeness. Because our conditioning is that we either go to the furthest extreme, which, trust me, I used to be there, which is living in contextual, living in the context of life, hyper spiritual, hyper positive, or we go to the whole opposite side of this, which is we live in our content, we are in the nitty gritty, usually deeply connected to our traumas, our wounds, and our past, but very much hooked in store. So how do we embrace all of these parts after exposing them? We embrace them so that we can actually and fully embody our fullness, that we are whole and human and divine and magnificent all at once. And I use the word divine, but it can mean anything to you. It's just the truest, most essential nature, our core selves, our soul, our higher self, our Buddha nature, the goddess within. The word itself is not important. What's actually important is that you can begin to contemplate and then with time integrate and accept that there is this truly innate powerhouse within you. And I mean innate as in it is there because you are there and it is untouched. It is unconditional to anything that happens, that comes and goes. It's literally like the wide open blue sky that is there, independent of what kind of weather we are experiencing. So this practice of entering into this work of Holy exposure is that we are stretching our capacity to be fully holy while being deeply human. And I mean holy as in truly capable and in our power and expressed and fully demanding our desires and living the life that we're truly here to live. That it's a depth of presence that it feels so quiet yet so full. It's a depth of expression, of bliss, of joy that can embrace the grief, the hatred, the sadness, while knowing that that is solely a part of the experience. So this is not only a framework, is a mindset, is a place of orientation, but most of all, it is a coming together of you coming together with yourself, with your truth, with your power, with your wisdom, with your tenderness, and you coming together with every way in which you get to express and be fully free as yourself. Embracing the inner child, bowing down to the protectors and saying thank you, and I no longer need your protection. We needed them. Let's be real. Let's just take a little moment here to acknowledge that there was a time in our lives we truly needed all of our protectors, and we bow down to them and say thank you so much for protecting me, for standing for me, and now you get to be part of my advisory board. You reclaim the seat, you reclaim the wheel, the charge, the power of your life, and the protectors can be beside you and you can check in with them. But you know that now you get to be fully yourself. That even if you were rushed in your childhood, like I was, to become an adult at 7, 6, 7, 10 years old, and everything felt like you became an adult, but you're actually a kid. So we're missing that. And now parts of you think that you need to rush because you've been rushing your whole life. But no, you actually learn how to rewrite that. You get to take your time and experience everything that you are experiencing, your own perfect, unique pace. That you're okay learning at your own pace. Oh, what a beautiful thing to be at ease with yourself. To be at ease with embracing all parts of you, no matter how they come up. And so we need our people, we need places, we need connection, we need rituals to remember that this is the way, to remember that there's more of you there, to remember that you know how to regulate, that you know how to take care of yourself, that you know how to run your business, if you will, that you know how to have relationships, and still you want more. And I celebrate you for that. I'm like, yes, I want all of us to want more from the place that everything right now is enough as well, that we're totally satisfied. And on that exhale, we are excited for more. So they're always together. The inhale, we're totally satisfied and grateful for what is here, our basic needs, where we are, where we have come from. We can fully breathe that in and luxuriate. And on that exhale, we are excited for more. We are ready for deeper, for greater, because where here is already enough. Not because here is not enough, because that way it'll never feel enough. And so I want all of us to want more, whatever more is, from ease, from trust, from play, from pleasure, from joy, from meeting everything, from expressing, from going through the mud together. But more means full, means living fully alive, means inspiring those around you, means trusting and existing and experiencing a place that you are fully here, living your life as you have been meant to. That one day, hopefully far away from now, but we never know, when we are all on our deathbed, we will look back and say, damn, I lived that life. I have been there, I was there, and now you are here. And so this is my invitation for you to really see your life as the deepest and highest expression of your relationship with yourself. Everything outside of you comes from that place. So holy exposure is you knowing that it is you that moves through the world in the way in which you want to be seen and felt and experienced, and also in the way that you want the seeds to be planted that will blossom as your life. And right now, holy exposure is my next retreat. And this is my invitation for you to join us. It's coming together as an incredible group of women, powerhouse women from all over the world, many women that are in my membership, the Modern Dakini monthly membership, which is the approach that I created, where everything comes from this place that the foundation is Buddhism, psychology, somatic approach, and creative expression. All of that comes together in us gathering and doing it together. None of us are meant to do any of this alone, because when you expose, wink, wink, once again, to the women around you, it becomes even safer for you to expose yourself to yourself and vice versa. We become each other's mirrors and muses, and this incredible way of feeling truly safe in a community so we can feel truly safe within ourselves. And that is the highest benefit that we can offer to the world, especially now. So I'm here sharing this with you and inviting you to join us. We are gathering for 4 days in Ojai, California, at this beautiful ranch with animals, with hikes around, with rivers and sauna. There will be plenty of time to rest, to connect to nature, to connect to yourself, to connect to the other women, and to go deep into practice where you still feel deeply held, where you will feel stretched, but from a place that, yes, my capacity has grown and I can expand without collapsing. Practices, rituals, journaling, breath work, play, enjoy, delicious foods, and a connection that will likely be with you forever, because that's just how it's been. The women that come on retreat, they end up staying connected. They end up seeing each other again. They keep coming because you see yourself in them, they see themselves in you, and you are reminded that you are still here and there is a way, and your bigness is necessary, is important, and it is imperative for you and everyone too. If you have any questions, you know where to find me. I am here. I'm loving you in every step of your journey. And if you have any questions about me, about this practice or the retreat, just reach out. Mwah.